Hey guys, it's me again, and I did this look on Saturday for my friend's birthday, but we were going out to lunch, and I didn't realize that it was going to come out as good as it was going to, because I meant to just do like a quick eye, but then I was kind of playing with my palette, and I came up with this really nice dark cut crease with a really like a smoky cut crease almost. So I'm going to show you how I did that look the other day. We are going to be using the Lime Crime palette again. The colors that we're going to be using are going to be the color Marsh a lot for the crease, and we're also going to be using Boot, which is that really dark black with purple and blue fleck. And that's pretty much it. And then we are also going to be using the Dazzle Shadow from MAC in Flash and Dash, and we're going to be using that as our really light brightener to make the eye look bigger. So I'm going to start I actually am also going to be using the Pale Yellow Jeffree Star concealer, which I don't typically use, but I used it on Saturday. I felt like it helped to really brighten up my look. So today I'm going to be actually starting with that. I typically start with the powder under the eyes, but today I'm going to be starting with the concealer. The good thing about this concealer is it is really strong. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put that wherever my problem areas are, and then I'm going to use my foundation brush from Urban Decay, which I actually really like. It's called the Flat Optical Blurring, and it's the F108, and this is probably my favorite foundation brush that I've ever used, even over the MAC one that I had. So all I'm gonna do is kind of like, I'm leaving it heavy like where I need it, but then blending it out. So it's not, I'm blending out the edges, I should say. And the reason I'm doing this is because when I finally throw my foundation on as the last step, I won't actually need quite as much. And then once I blend this out with my foundation brush, I'm going to throw on my eye primer, which is the Gerard Cosmetics eye primer. And this primer is the one I use all the time because it actually works. It stays on, it grabs the color. For me, the good thing about it too is that it is a little bit lighter than my natural skin tone, which is going to help with my cut crease. And when I do my cut crease, I do it really simple. I don't overcomplicate it and make it this whole thing with 8 million concealers. And I mean, I have done it that way before, like when I was first learning how to do it and watching other people. And then as I kind of did it on myself, I was like, I don't really need to go this extreme with it. So now, I'm actually like at the end of the line with my I Love Revolution baking powder, which I'm super happy about. I actually took the little plastic topper off of the inside so that I could get the rest of the products, because I hate when you waste expensive products. And I'm going to pack a good amount of this under my eye because I do expect to have a decent amount of fallout, just because I'm going to be playing with some pretty dark colors today. So that's kind of the nature of the beast. And then, now I do my cut crease a little different than most people. At least I think I do. So hopefully I'll be able to show you maybe an improvement on maybe the way that you usually do it. I also grabbed a couple of lashes. I already trimmed them down. I'm going to go ahead and throw glue on them, usually. And I did this the other day and it was fine, so I'm just gonna run with it. I'm gonna do the same thing I did the other day. We're gonna need a Floofy brush. This one has no number. It is from the brand Lurella. So I'm going to use this in my crease. I'm also going to be using the same brand, Lurella. This is like an eyebrow brush. It's a synthetic one. I like it because it's nice and small for my cut crease. And I'm also going to be using a small synthetic brush to apply some of that light color, which I didn't mention, which is the color Fly. You don't need too much though, because we are going to be using that Dazzle liquid eyeshadow as the lid color. So first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go in with that Marsh color, which is that really nice green, like a sage green. And I always start mine in the middle of the eye and then work my way out. So I do it right above my natural crease, starting here and then blend out. I actually really like this brush too. I think this brush is awesome. And then do the other eye. And again, like my technique, the way I do it is I kind of go like this. So the most product is obviously at the tip of the brush. And so I kind of like apply it like that and then kind of buff it out. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to go in with more color and blah blah blah. Okay, so that's the crease color. Then I'm gonna go in with my very, very dark boot color. Very, very dark. This is that black purpley color. And I'm gonna carve out my eye. So I'm literally just gonna carve it out. So I'm carving it. I'm just starting out here. Don't forget to always tap a little bit. Once you load up your brush, tap it to get any extra off, just so it's not getting all over the place. And don't worry too much about it being perfect. I mean, you don't want it to look like, you know, horrible, but again, this is why I like to use a really small brush, okay? So it's really dramatic, and I don't know if you can see that, hopefully you can, but it's like right like over that natural crease because we want to make our eyes look bigger. So we are going over the natural lid to raise the lid because if we do it right in the crease, it's going to make our eyes look smaller actually, which is going to have the opposite effect of what we want. All right, so we carved it. Now we're gonna go in with our lighter shade, which is that Fly color. And we're literally going to just pack it. We're gonna pack it on, okay? And when I do it, this is where I'm gonna kind of clean up my edge, okay, of that dark color. So I'm kind of like packing it, but then also just very gently kind of trying to get rid of any ugliness of that carving line that I created because I wasn't perfect. But you're gonna have glitter on, you're gonna have lashes on. So at the end of the day, it's really not gonna be a huge deal if your cut lines are not perfect. I'm gonna go in with that really dark color again, that boot, and I'm now going outside of my natural, okay, and I'm just gonna close that up. You may also, at this point, decide that you may want to bring that line up as well. So this one, see how like that really creates like a much larger lid? So you may decide, hey, I wanna go and I wanna have a little bit more of a swoop at the end and bring up my eye. That's cool. And then at this point, this is kind of where I clean up that outside line and try to get it a little bit smoother if I can and darken it. Sorry, I'm a little itchy today. If you want to, you can go back in with that light color. But I'm gonna call this good. Now I'm gonna go in with my Dazzle Shadow. Oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm so itchy, what the heck? Okay, so for the Dazzle Shadow, what I like to do is I like to just put some on my hand, a nice little dollop of it. And then I really should use a clean brush. So I'm gonna get a smaller clean brush. This is a MAC brush, of course, number 219. And taking some of that product, and I'm going to, again, but this time there's no blending. It's just gonna be packed, gently packed, try not to lift the light color underneath, okay? Try not to look up because you'll mess up your cut line that you did. And then what I do, and you may not do this, and that's totally fine, do it however you want. I put glitter in my brow bone. I don't care with me. Lashes are nice and tacky. I'm gonna throw those on. Okay, so now this is great because look, it's just popping right on. And then I'm just gonna adjust to make sure it's nice and close to my natural lash line. So that's one lash. Don't you think that looks great? Like, it's so nice, right? Once it's like all, you know, kind of pulled together. That's why I said it doesn't have to be perfect. It really doesn't. I mean, yeah, sure, if you want to, go for it. I think it looks great, and you don't have to kill yourself doing this really complicated eye look. Oh, freaking heck. Okay, lashes are mostly on, I hope. Okay, so I'm going to go in again with my powder and clean up my mess under my eyes. You can absolutely use a makeup wipe if you prefer. And then, what I'm also going to do, just a little bit, I'm going to take that brush again, that really small little brow brush, and see how I have like some under my eyes? I'm just going to go and kind of clean it up, bring it down a little bit more to make it look like I did that with intention. And don't worry about if it's perfect, because you're going to be throwing mascara on and that's going to blend everything, so don't worry about it. Is throw foundation, powder, and blush and brows and do my mascara to blend it all together. Pretty cool, huh? So that's my cut crease. Really nice and easy, not overly complicated. So let's go ahead and finish up our makeup look. I've got my Urban Decay brush that I love. And since I already went in with that Jeffree Star concealer, I really shouldn't need a lot more foundation. The foundation really is just kind of, in fact, I think I put a little bit too much on. The foundation is really just going to kind of blend out that concealer for us, just so it doesn't look super bright. Okay. Ooh, I got a little bit of a lash or something in my eye. Yikes. Powder to finish. I like to always use powder. I don't trust that my makeup is going to stay on all day without it. I just don't. We are so close to the finish line. All we have is brows, blusher, and mascara to blend. Do your blusher however you like to do it. I like to carve out my cheeks and then just do a little bit around the forehead and chin. Okay, so that's blusher. Done. Brows. Cat is so annoying. She literally bumped into the camera while I was working. And I yelled at her, not yelled, but I was just like, get out of here, you. And then I kicked her out, and now she's like, I want to go back in. It's like, dude, they can't let you in right now. Do you like how I just went into a random Minnesota accent? Apparently I've been hanging out with my friend too much. What the hell? Brows. And like with this look, obviously, like if this is too harsh for you, go in with another brush and blend the crease. I don't care. Okay, so now all we have to do is add mascara to blend it out. So I'm gonna do my bottoms. I'm just gonna do one eye just to show you guys what the difference is. I usually don't put too much on the top because otherwise it's too dramatic. I'm mostly just doing it to blend my natural lashes into the fake ones. That's pretty much the only reason I do it. And I've got something in my freaking eye, and I can see it. It's so annoying because I can feel it on my freaking eyeball. It really hurts. Looks like shit. Okay. So this is completely done with mascara on the bottom and then blended. So to me, they look pretty different. I think that the one with the mascara looks better, obviously. And then we will be done. Well, I mean, if you want to throw lips on, obviously. I have so many lipsticks, but I never wear them because why would I? You know? Alright, so this is the finished look. I decided to throw on a Kat Von D lipstick that I absolutely love. It is called Pumpkin. It's a matte lipstick, and I absolutely just love the formula. I love the way it smells, and pumpkin or like anything with like an orangey red I like because I feel like it's not as intense as a red. So I hope you found this video helpful. I hope you liked it, and do you guys have any like cheat codes that you use to do a cut crease? Because I feel like I kind of just like do it my own way, and maybe, I don't know, I think it's pretty good. But maybe you have some better tips for me. Let me know in the comments, and I hope to see you soon. As always, try to be kind. I know it's super hard in today's times, and stay safe, and thank you again for watching.